Hello, and welcome back to the Tavern. My name's Jaide, and this is part 3 of Beneath the Door, a one-shot adventure for index card RPG, set in a cosmic horror-style setting. I realize my first video may have had some audio issues being too quiet. I am hopefully able to fix that for this part and for part 2. Without further ado, Part 3.
Inflict 1 sanity damage to all who see and hear it.
Okay.
No save?
No save.
Wow. Oh.
Does not get a second action. Let's see here. All right. To you.
Okay, so these shears are sharp and pointy?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use the sharp and pointy on the thing.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll. I'm gonna say strength roll. You're attacking with the shears.
Okay, 17.
17. It beats the target number of 12. Go ahead and roll for weapon damage. You're using not your fists, you're using a weapon implement. So weapon damage is d6.
Okay.
I know. I accidentally rolled.
Gen Con 2019.
Another 20!
I got a 3. Oh, plus the number. So 4.
4. Okay. You stab the shears into the chest of what looks to be a housemaid with its jaws distending downward. It writhes in agony as the shears are implanted into its chest. Okay, on to you.
Wesley Smash.
Okay, you're gonna bring the hammer down.
I'll try to.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Hey, 14.
14 beats the target number of 12, so go ahead and roll your weapon damage. D6.
Come on. 5.
5. Oof. So with your 4 and her 5, this thing looks pretty gnarly. To you, sir.
I'm gonna stab with a harpoon.
You got to stab with a harpoon.
Or at least attempt to.
Okay.
12 total.
12 total. That is the target number.
5.
Oh, 5 total. Okay.
Yeah, I got 2.
So you ram the harpoon into the thing's head, and it kind of gives a sudden jerk and stops moving. And,
What's going on, guys? I don't like this.
I don't like this either.
as you finish it off, it kind of slumps to the ground. Still looks good.
There's no evidence of where the jaw distended way too far.
Not that you can tell.
Yikes.
You hear someone open the doors to the main bedroom, the master bedroom, because there's 3 entrances around the main hall there.
Oh, no.
And you see the woman. She's actually behind you because you brushed down the hall towards the maid. She steps out behind you. Oh, poor Miss Stilton. She should have stayed where she was and let you come to her instead of her coming to you. Threat just got bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Because now there's also something coming up the stairs in front of you.
Guys, we need to run.
Where?
Yep, you are currently boxed in by the lady of the house and the thing that is now up the stairs on the right side of the manor where you are.
So one's on each end of the hallway?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there like giant planters or anything next to the staircase? Like any kind of like ornamental thing?
Not that you can easily get to. Because keep in mind, so you're at the T intersection of the hallway, and the stairs are further down the hall away from you yet, and this thing's reached the top of the stairs.
Okay, so Towards where the Lady of the Manor is it just like a dead end that side, or?
So let me sketch this out. I think Ryan had a sketch.
Very basic one.
So let's see here. Room, window, big room. Man, this pencil.
It goes quick.
It keeps sucking lead right back up. What the hell?
Yeah, maybe I almost have that on that piece.
And then the stairs just
Out
kind
of fear of being old, I bought these pencils, I think, my first year of college. So,
Been around a little bit.
yeah.
downstairs there. So you guys are currently there. This was electric buzz room. This was beach room. This is master bedroom. You have not explored these rooms. You've got an enemy there and an enemy there. Or presumed enemies. Because so far...
One's got a harpoon gun and one is a shambler.
Yeah.
So whose turn is it? Is it Nina's? Or are we?
So you like I said, you see the woman kind of step out. Oh, Mrs. Stilson, she should have waited for you where she was supposed to. Our Lord will be very upset with her. You're supposed to meet the Lord soon enough. You just have to wait.
Does the Lord fit in this manor?
He is tending to the rituals down below.
I like that word.
We are so fortunate to have you as guests here.
So there's still two doors behind us.
So the professor is gonna like slowly back up towards one of the rooms, just in case if she starts preparing another shot.
Yeah, my timer has run out. 1 moment, please.
Okay.
You guys hear the tolling of a clock, an old grandfather clock. The chimes ring out, and the house shakes. And you suddenly hear the 12th chime at the very end. You awaken in darkness. You're looking around. You're all laying in a bedroom together. And you're kind of uncertain as to how you got here. You remember Crash. And you remember your driver, Reginald, being dragged into the woods by the horses that got free.
So do we recall anything that just happened?
Yes, you do recall it. You're kind of like shaking the sleep out of your head, and it felt like a nightmare. Like you don't feel rested at all, and you feel like you've been like fighting a nightmare the entire night's sleep. It is currently raining outside the window.
So are we back in the infirmary, or
No, you're in a bedroom.
it's like
Do we still have our stuff?
No, you don't
I
have.
don't have any shears.
Nope. No
God
shears.
damn it.
You're kind of looking around the room. Looks like a well-appointed room. There is like a small library of books on a shelf. The room looks like can accommodate up to 5 guests total. 1 bunk bed and 3 other regular beds. Rather large room.
Is there anything that can be used as a weapon in here?
Let's see.
Where's the armory?
There's a bust of a man that looks to be wearing a monocle, and it says Lord Arden. room has several paintings in it, mostly scenery of European countryside.
Any with beaches?
Yes, actually, one of them does look like it's from the Caribbean.
You guys
Does
had
it give a similar feel as to the room we saw?
Vague, yeah. It's vaguely familiar, as if it was part of your dream.
Yeah.
Okay, did anyone else have
That was a weird fucking nightmare?
with the maid mouth opening?
Yeah, something similar. Like
I'm
this.
gonna cry. I'm gonna curl up in a ball and cry on my bed.
Alright, no time for tears because this ain't looking good.
I grab something, maybe a vase or a bust.
I'm gonna search the room for anything that we can use.
Slowly peek open the door.
You peek open the door. You see several people milling about the house. Let's see here.
What floor are we on?
You're upstairs in the guest quarters. Were you to guess, you're in the northeastern room of the estate.
Can we see the stable?
Out the window? Out the window, it is dark and raining. You can see, from here, you can see, let's see here, the greenhouse. You can see there's a smithy out back as well. Looks like the forge fire is going. It also looks like that's where the carriages are normally kept and maintained. Let's see, from that vantage point, you can't see anything else except the dark, gloomy woods beyond.
Is there a carriage in them?
Yes, it looks like it's missing a wagon wheel.
Okay, so that's true.
I don't know what's truthful and what's fucking real right now.
Is there horses? Do you see horses?
There are horses, or at least you see the tails of the horses swinging outside the gate that keeps them in the pens.
Okay, do the people out there look like they're moving around normal?
Yeah.
Do they look like normal people?
Yes, they do.
Are they talking?
Yes, actually, one of them stops at the door. Oh, you poor things! Please, now that you're awake, you can come down to the Great Hall for food. We'll have prepared some food for you. We have soup.
Okay.
Your crash was quite the incident. Very loud. We didn't know what had happened. We thought several trees had been felled by the storm. When we happened across you, we could never have guessed that it was people who had gotten into an accident. Your coach driver, unfortunately, he is unconscious. We had to take him to the infirmary.
Reginald?
I'm not sure what his name is. He was dragged quite far by the horses. Sorry to say, but you've lost a horse. The poor thing broke its leg on the cliffs.
Oh, okay.
Let's go eat food.
Yeah. Apologies.
It's been quite the night.
These storms here are very violent at times and sometimes drive people to stupors.
I hate this.
Hey, you
I'm
guys!
gonna laugh, cry in my bed.
You guys chose this adventure, not me.
The Great Hall hopefully means silverware, which hopefully means weapons we can use to defend ourselves.
That's true. Maybe it'll be a trip
The
one
maid
night.
kind of looks at you. I don't understand why you would need to defend yourself. You're perfectly safe here in the manor.
Our army person always has to defend themselves.
Oh,
It's just
very well.
habit.
We had a lot of trouble sleeping as well.
Well, that happens occasionally, especially during the powerful storms we get.
Do any of you get nightmares?
Occasionally.
Okay. Especially during the storms?
Oh yes, especially during the storms. Ever since the Lord came back from Cambodia, actually.
Is he in right now?
No, he is not.
Okay, well,
Our lord passed away quite some time ago, actually. The manor is now run by his wife, Lady Arden.
I'll kind of describe the lady that I remember from the before times.
from the quote-unquote dream.
Yeah.
Yes, that's her. You were in and out of consciousness while we were dragging you into the manor.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Maybe some food might make us feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we grab some food and we'll go visit the infirmary?
Yeah.
Yeah, see if
Some food and some coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee sounds
Yeah, coffee sounds delicious right now.
delightful.
I will have the lady meet you in the dining hall.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
So from here, she guides you downstairs.
Do we see the shield?
The shield was in one of the other hallways, so you don't see a shield on the wall. You do see the Lord Arden, on his painting on the wall. It says, "My beloved Lord Arden," and you also do see again the news clipping, the colonial news clipping of Arden's saved town.
What about the imprint on the wall, the block?
That's still there.
What about the bottles?
The bottles are not there. But
Do I have a bottle in my pocket?
no. You do see there is a facial imprint in the plaster, and it does still have that monocle shape in it.
Is the maid still with us, or?
Yes, she's guiding you.
Is there a story behind this? As she points to the plaster.
Oh yes. I'm not sure the exact stories. I'm the newest one here, but from what I understand, the Lord Arden, when the wall was being installed, fell against the wall and planted his face into the plaster. The lady of the manor was quite upset, and he decided to leave it as a memory imprinted into the wall.
I think as high decorum as they seem, though, we've hit it with a picture.
From what I understand, he did something, and it was quite humorous at the time. He tripped or fell against the wall somehow. I think maybe it was one of their children he tripped over.
Interesting.
So she leads you to the hall. Sure enough, it's well lit. It has a huge picture window looking out over the grounds. From there, you do see the smithy. You also see the woods behind it. Looks like a greenhouse that is lit from within, off to the right hand side of the smithy. And then from here, you can also see barely parts of a ruined building. Looks like it was a stone building once upon a time. Not sure what kind. Let's see. Actually, Professor, give me a wisdom roll. No, let's make this intelligence.
Alright. That is a 20.
20.
Not natural.
So with your 20 intelligence roll, you look at the building, and to you, it looks like the remnants of a chapel.
Why do you have a chapel in ruins?
Most manors have some form of worship space. Unfortunately, that one burned down not long after the Lord came back from Cambodia.
Seems like a lot of strange things happening since the Lord came back from Cambodia.
I don't know about that. Again, I'm the newest one here.
If you don't mind me asking, what was he doing in Cambodia?
He was an archaeologist. He opened the mummy tomb.
Can I get you a drink?
Yes, please give me a drink.
Can you pick out a drink?
I'll take the cherry ski. I was gonna say surprise me, but
Oh Lord, Todd's getting kidnapped by his mom Monday. Hey, you know what? I'm okay with that because next week he is on vacation.
Oh, okay.
After what he's been working, he needs it.
He is missed.
Yes.
Thank you, my dear.
You said the swarms didn't start in earnest until after the master back from Cambodia.
No, we've always had bad storms. The nor'easters during fall are quite terrible.
Was it the nightmares that started?
I'm not sure when they started again. He arrived long before I got here.
Again. So it started again. So this has happened
No.
before.
I'm saying again, you're asking me these questions, but I'm the newest one here. So this area, so far as the house, so far as I know, have always suffered from nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
From my vantage point.
Okay.
But again, I'm the newest one here.
Okay, above board. What was that maid's name again that we killed?
Mrs. Stilson.
Mrs. Stilson. Okay, random question. Would you happen to know a Mrs. Stilson here?
I am Mrs. Stilson. My husband is the butler, Mr. Stilson.
Does she look like?
Vaguely, yeah.
It's like.
Mr. Stilson, where do you normally, what is your normal duties?
Well, as the maid of the manor, it is my duty to clean up the rooms and prepare for guests, as well as take care of guests that arrive.
Okay. Wow, that was a crazy dream.
Yeah.
You see other people arrive into the dining hall and start taking up seats and sharing in the meal.
Double checking the soup to see if nothing's weird about it.
It looks like kind of like a chicken and dumpling soup.
Yeah, everything's getting a really good sniff.
It looks and smells like a chicken dumpling soup.
And are they actually eating?
Yes,
Or they watching
they seem to be kind of jovially talking amongst each other. Some of them are really well dressed, talking about field expeditions and such in the Amazons.
How big is the Grand Hall?
How big? The Grand Hall looks to be large enough to be able to feed seat 40 people comfortably.
So we could definitely sit somewhere that's a little bit further from everybody else, where we might not be overheard as easily.
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, one person is talking about their recent trip to Thailand and how they were really close to where Lord Arden was doing his field research.
Kind of sit closer to that person. If you don't mind me asking, what was Lord Arden researching?
Oh, he was researching something in Asian lore. I'm not exactly sure of the details, and his journal seems to have gone missing. But we figured we'd come see the Lady Arden to see if she had any more details to offer. Strange thing, though, the areas he was searching, we can't find on a map. We can't follow his trail, and everyone we tried to get a hold of in Cambodia seems to have vanished.
Strange.
Shutting the air vent.
It's Siberia down here.
It's pretty cold, yeah. Shame, really. I would love to have known what he found out in the deep jungles in Cambodia.
At this point,
Did he bring anything back with him?
I'm not sure. The lady is quite tight-lipped about her husband's research.
Oh, I see.
Speaking of which, here she comes now. And you see the lady of the manor. You recognize her from your dream. Kind of slip in. Kind of wasp-waisted, thin woman. Moves very lightly, very gingerly across the room. She greets the guests and chats with them for a moment. She finally gets to you three. She's like, "Oh, and you're awake. You poor dears. I can't believe what happened. And your poor driver. My goodness, what a terrible state he's in."
We still need to go see him.
He may not survive. Be prepared for the worst. His head injury was quite severe. We found him with a broken skull.
Ooh.
I still don't know his name.
Reginald.
Well, how are your accommodations?
Good. We did have a little bit of trouble sleeping, though.
Roll. I'm just trying to get an idea of what you guys are seeing in the room besides. So we can get a wisdom roll.
Listen, 15.
3.
6.
Yes.
Okay. Current room DC is 10. So you two are really tentative on her words. You're kind of peering around the room, and you see out of the corner of your eye what looks to be a spear gun with like 3 spears in like a planter or a holder type thing for like a fireplace. What was your question to the lady again?
Well, it was more of the rooms were good. It was just we had a little trouble sleeping.
Oh yes, that happens from time to time. You'll get used to it the longer you're here. Speaking of which, I do have my driver working on getting the wagon wheel fixed so he can take you back to where it is you belong.
Oh, okay.
Until that time, you are my guests, and feel free to move about the manor as you wish.
Thank you for taking us in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Kind of side-eyeing the harpoon a little bit.
Let's see here.
And after she leaves, I'll kind of nudge these two and be like, "Guys," points over to where the harpoons are.
It's easy enough to see.
Yeah, you notice it. It looks like the one from your dream.
Looks familiar.
Should break it.
Let's see here. Lightning strikes out in the darkness. And people kind of turn to look. So gasp. You see this thing moving up towards the manor. Looks all tenderly and leathery and not at all human in the darkness. They all gasp for a moment, all the guests, and when the light comes back out in the darkness and the gloom, and like, oh, it must have been a tree. The lady turns and looks out the window. She kind of moves over to the back door. She picks up a harpoon gun, the harpoon gun that's there, loads it, walks outside. Just clear right into the rain. Another flash of lightning illuminates, and you see her pointing the harpoon gun at something. And when the light fades again, you hear a thwack sound. The light reilluminates, and you see what now looks like a human with a harpoon through its eye. Looks like a man. She kind of drops the harpoon gun off to the side, still holding it, just dropping it down and aiming downward. She just kind of cocks her head to the side slightly and looks around the darkness and the gloom, and then kind of walks backwards into the manor and shuts the door.
You guys saw that too, right?
It's like, yes, I saw it. I'm not sure what it was, but it turned into my gardener. And she loads another harpoon.
You know, now that this is happening again, that nightmare,
Yeah, maybe something to it.
yeah, last time you were pointing a harpoon gun at us
Why would I ever point a harpoon gun at my guests?
in our dream
In
last,
the nightmare.
in the
you were-
nightmare.
Well, I'm
What?
sure you have nothing to worry about. Okay, everyone, to your rooms. While I get my people to lock the house up. And she bustles off towards the front of the manor. You see several other people, the other people in the room, the 5 other explorer types, kind of get up from the tables. One of them checks for their handguns, in his shoulder rig, and they all kind of scurry off out of the room as quick as they can, away from the unsafe glass.
Oh. Well, I'd love to earn my keep and help lock up the building.
I think everybody's already gone. Is it just us here?
Yeah, so it's you guys. The
I'm gonna pair
maid.
up with one of these servants and lock up the
Okay,
building.
you're gonna pair up with Mrs. Stilton.
And while we're locking up the building, I'm going to take a survey of each room to see what kind of weapons there are.
Okay. So you are you're going with her. Sure enough, you see let's see here. Let's see here. A 10-pound sledgehammer in one room, kind of sitting against the wall. Looks like there's other tools there. You see a rattan cane in another room. The handle is carved with what looks to be children's faces in a spiral pattern.
Wow.
Let's see here. Let's see here. You find in another room, looks to be a metal-bound botany tome.
I'm gonna take that.
You're gonna pick that one up. Okay, so you pick up a metal-bound botany book. You'll have to discover what's in it later because you're still moving. Let's see here. A large piece of wall art featuring several dried starfish. Let's see here. You see, you see in the hallway a 17th century steel shield hanging on the wall, kind of off kilter, with a giant ass dent in it. Oh, puppies.
You gonna grab that
Always
again?
do it on time.
Again with the bitey face. We're actually going to take a 5-minute bio break.
This concludes part 3 of Beneath the Door, a cosmic horror adventure for Index Card RPG. Thank you for watching, and until next time, be it a low-level adventure or a grand epic, as long as good times are to be had, this tavern will be open. Thank you.